might not have recognized me without my signature hat and jacket. However, I was forced to blend in. Here, we're at the Union Safari, one of the most wildest places on Earth. Follow me.
Alright, we're headed to the hall where most of the ESL courses are taken, called Nesmith by the locals. This nest of students, established in 1893, was used originally as their agricultural experimentation station. Nesmith Hall is on Main Street of UNH, where the main road of campus is. As the development of UNH, an organization called Navitas was geared towards the international students and was set up in the office in Nesmith Hall. The size of most classrooms are big enough to hold at least 20 students. Because the Navitas office is stationed here, you can always see lots of international students frequent this hall.
There's our international student, the Nesmith Hall. Let's go see if we can talk to it. So, I'm curious to know, who are you?
Hi, I'm Chino.
And are you an international student?
Yeah, I'm an international student here for UNH.
How long at UNH have you been here for?
I have been here for about 2 years.
And how long do you plan on staying?
Maybe 4 or 5 years here. It depends.
Based on UNH, do you have any interests, any career goals in mind?
I haven't looked around yet. I maybe look around in future.
Okay. And what does UNH mean to you?
UNH is a very beautiful campus, and this was my first time that I go abroad to study, and I think UNH is the best choice for me to study here. I love the environment here.
Last question. Being part of the international organization, what does that mean to you?
So first, I should be appreciated to the Navitas, which was the international organization in UNH, because it's given me a new chance to study here, to study in UNH, to go to the United States to study. So I mean, to be an international student here, it's my pleasure to be in UNH.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. You've been a most gracious guest.
Jesus, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm late for my Russian class. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Russian class? A new language. Maybe I should follow him.
Alright, we're not done yet. We're gonna track her all the way to the end. Follow me.
Hi, who are you?
Oh, hey, I recognize you from earlier. My name's Ryan.
Hi, I'm Chino.
Nice to meet you.
So I just have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
So first, what do you do here?
Oh, I'm currently taking Russian classes here in Merkland.
So are you a language major?
No, I'm not, but I do know quite a few language majors.
So what does it mean to be a language major, just based on your own opinion?
So from the people I've talked to, being a language major, a lot about it is learning about cultures and learning the language of other places in the world. A lot of the time that gets people leaving the country, often for the first time in their life, to visit new places. For example, the Russian majors are going on a tour of Russia this summer as part of the J term.
Okay. So you take class here in London. What's your favorite part of the London?
My favorite part definitely has to be the language department lounge. a lot of the time we'll all meet up in there and we'll all work on our homework together. It's a great place.
So, what does UNH mean to you?
Bit deep. So what UNH means to me is it's a chance, it's an opportunity to learn and become more than what you are. It's to meet new people, to network and meet people you would never meet outside of college. So it's a new beginning, kind of.
Okay. So, because I am so interested in language major, I still have a question that what does it take to join the language major?
So I've actually looked into that a couple of times. Honestly, it's a trip to your advisor. You talk to them, see if it's worthwhile doing, and oftentimes they can help you out changing your major. It's the same as changing any other major.
Okay. Nice interview. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. We got quite a bit of information, but I want more. Follow me.
All right. To give a great perspective on what just happened, let me tell you some history about Muckland. This building was named after the first president of UNH, Charles Sumner Muckland, originally planned as an additional space for the library as well as classes. However, it was renovated in 2002, a part of the Knowledge Economy Education Plan, and now is the home of the Language, Literature, and Culture departments. Now that we've gotten an understanding of this magnificent building, let's continue following our trail to dig deeper into the heart of the UNH Safari.
Kobe. All right. We may have lost her. However, I just picked up the scent. She's headed to the MUB Teenage Staff Editorial Building. Let's cut off and divide. All right. We're here at divide. She can't see us. We're camouflaged. Let's see what she does next. I think she might have spotted us. Okay, we got her on our target. However, before I forget, I need to give you a brief description of this building. Alright, the TNH staff, right? In the summer of 2004, it was removed from an unknown location to MUB room 132. Interesting fact, all TNH workers, they always get overnight passes, which means they can work however long, regardless of time limitations. On top of that, the TNH is the only UNH student news organization that currently resides.
Just have a couple questions for you for the TNH.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
My name's Alicia Wilson, and I'm the executive editor here at the New Hampshire.
So what does it mean to be with the TNH newspaper?
Well, here at TNH, we are the only student-run newspaper on campus. Actually, we are the only newspaper in the town of Durham, so I think that's one of the greatest things about being here in the newsroom.
So, the office is located in MUB.
Mhm.
What's your favorite part of the mob?
The Mub's great. The best thing about being a part of Teenage and the Mub particular is that we get overnight passes. We can stay here all night if we want to.
So you work here in UNH. What does UNH mean to you?
UNH is great, at least for me, especially as a journalism major. It lets me take advantage of something such as a newsroom and working for an actual newspaper, and so I think that's great that, especially as a public university, that's something that can offer to me.
So what does it take to join the TNH?
So to join TNH, it doesn't matter what major you are, what year you are. You just need to have an interest in the news, in wanting to report, and just being passionate about following our style guide.
Okay, so that's all my questions. Thank you so much.
So this wraps up our tour of the UNH Safari. However, before we go, I want to show you one last thing. The namesake of the UNH student, Glow Cat. Huh? Hey there. Nice glasses.